Alright, I was just gonna start my stream and then be like, oh, here's where we are. What happened last time? There's a key over here that I want to blow up.
Greetings.
Not that I want my ship to engage with, if it will. You're just gonna not attack that thing? You're after a P. What? Why are you attacking a P and not the K? Don't attack the P. There we go. And it's gone. Oh, there's another K. What is going on here? Why are the Ks coming through this side now? You're too slow. Give me control.
Autopilot disengaged. K.
Woo! Okay, so what happened between episodes is I got the ship and I decked it out. And that took a lot of just waiting around and making money from my station. And then I've had to do some like errands and things. I haven't been able to stream for a while. Do some. I had some things going on that I had to take care of that wasn't video games. So that was cool. Now that those are taken care of, I can stream a little bit. My streaming schedule is not going to be consistent for the next about a week. I do have a trip coming up, but I should be able to get enough content made for a little while anyway. So that's what I'm going to do. And what better way to start off a video than going after a cave with my brand new L-size destroyer? Here we go. Now then, Ks are particularly vulnerable right on top of them, and it's facing the wrong way. So I'm going to eat this K alive. This K is not even gonna fire a shot, I think. Well, it might fire a shot. I'm getting a little too close. Okay, it's returning fire. A little close. That one turret is just blasting the shields.
Explosion imminent.
Got it. That was cool. So yeah, I've graduated from shooting Ks with small ships to blowing up Ks with large ships. Yay! So that makes me happy. And I'm getting ready to set up another laser tower blockade to keep the FRF alive. And I should, once I get the blockade around this jump gate going, it should stem the tide of Xenon for a little while. And we should be able to pull back, or get the FRF back into the family to Kerr. So that's what I'm doing right now. As you can see, I'm still unmodified, still in Ventures, in the beta Ventures branch, and I'm still having a lot of fun with that. And I am sending some of my unique ships out on ventures. So that's a lot of fun. With that said, what else am I doing? What happened between the last video and this one? Let's do a rundown of what happened in between videos. A lot of just waiting around and waiting for money to come in from my station so I could build that rattlesnake. Or purchase one. I did not steal it, I bought it. I also made a little video on weapon mods. I've modded the ship, that's why it turns so fast. Oh, it turns so fast. And yeah, that was a short little mod guide. So I made that. I'm not gonna put it in the playlist, so you'll have to go find it. Sorry. Um, so yeah, I got this ship. I got it decked out with Terran shields, argon flak, Paranid plasma, and I put tons of mods on it and re-rolled all the mods to. I don't know if they're the perfect re-rolls on every roll, but they're not terrible. They're actually really dang good. And the ship handles very well. I know there's red negatives in these mods, but for the turret mods, uh, this this effectively doesn't mean anything. That might as well be not even existing on that mod. So there we go. So that ship is what happened in between videos. I've been earning money with my station. I put some more modules on this station. I built out a few habitats. I'm building out more habitats. I built another scrap recycler on there, so, or two, can't remember. So I put 5 of the regular scrap recycler, because this one's a Terran one. So now I'm making lots of Claytronics and whole parts from those. And let's see here, producing 8,000 whole parts an hour when they all 5 are working on it, and I'm getting a bonus from all the workforce. So that's really nice, because that means I can handle producing tons and tons of ships. I have advanced electronics production on there. I think I covered that last video. I assigned some mining ships on repeat orders because I don't know why they're broken. Their orders seem to be broken when I assign them to the station manager. I'm also building more solar panels up top. I'm building a second um, layer of solar panels, and I'm just starting out on that. And I've fully funded it, so that should be fun. I didn't do anything with this. I haven't touched that, so it's just passively making money. I don't think I've done anything to the Grand Exchange since the last video. I did put on a whole production train for advanced electronics. Still on the same spot on high mass teleportation, just slowly getting those advanced electronics in. This station is now producing its own advanced electronics. Let's see here. I made the restrict all general order, so every faction, including my own, is restricted from selling all of the, or selling and or buying advanced actually selling any advanced electronics. I'm allowing my faction and any other faction to supply me with advanced electronics for this, but I am restricting the sales so that my ships don't sell the end product of what I need for science, so I actually get the science done. Um, I'm allowing importing from my own stuff and no exports. So yeah, I don't think I need to go over any more of those. Bosota wants way too much money, so I'm going to get all that money back once the research starts counting down. So there's another 20 million that's just going to go back into my bank account. Let's see here. I don't want to stand right next to the split. Let's see here. I have some funny named ships for ventures. So all of these ships are just docked and ready to be sent on ventures. Some fun named ships. Some of them are heavily modded, and that hopefully that'll be exciting for someone who wants to play ventures and like capture these ships or blow them up. And I don't really care if any of these ships get captured, blown up, or whatever, including my unique ships. I'll just make more. Well, none of the unique ships. I won't get my unique ships back, including the asteroid. Well, actually, I could spend another 50 mil and get another one of those, but I won't get my Hydra Regal. If it gets blown up, it's just gone. I'm not too big of a fan of the Hydra. It's cool, and it's cool that I have a unique ship, but I hope it's cool that somebody else now sees it in their universe and tries to interact with it. Same with the Geometric Owl. I can actually later on in the game buy the blueprint for the Moira, so I'm not really worried about losing that ship. It's already served its story function, so I don't need to worry about it in that way at all. So if that gets captured, it's also modded. I put a lot of mods on there. So if someone wants some mods, blow it up. If you want a modded ship, capture it when I send it out on a venture. But all good with me. This drill is just a basic regular drill. I won't be sending this drill off a lot. It'll just be for bring fuel mining when I go to bed for the night. Basically what that'll be for. The asteroid I will be sending out on missions when I can, and the asteroid actually has a bonus chance to succeed on missions. So it doesn't negate the risk factor of losing the ship, but it does get like a 2 or 3% bonus chance for success when I send it out. So that's pretty cool. Well, then this is a unique named ship, but it's a trade ship, so I didn't throw mods on it. So hopefully that'll make someone happy to see that out there. What else did I do? Oh yes. So in between videos, I went ahead and making money, making money, making money. Yeah, 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 yeah. Look at all that money ready to be transferred. Anyway, I went ahead and raised reputation with a couple of factions. So the Ministry of Finance, most notably. I got the Kingdom of Borum back up to or all the way up to 20. I got the Talati Company up to 20. Basically all the factions I wanted up to 20. And the reason I did that is because now I have trade subscriptions for everyone at 20. And some people might tell you that that's a waste of money or your time or whatever, but having all the trade data available to you from every faction means I don't need to go around throwing satellites anymore, even though they're cheaper. I can delete some of the satellites I have, and I think that'll give me more FPS in the map menu. But 6.0 introduced a whatever change they did, and that increases my FPS in the map anyway, so I'm not too worried about deleting my satellites. I actually do like having a ton of vision. I just don't need to go hunt down all the trade stations to get good trades anymore. So I'll just go through. Some of these are more expensive than others, which is interesting. And some of these factions I did buy the police license for as well, which means that I get credit when I'm personally flying a ship around in their sectors and blowing up ships. So I should get at least paid, and I think I get rep from that, but somebody told me that you don't get rep, so you have to be next to a station to get rep, which is fine. Obviously I'm not hurting on rep anymore. And that took forever to get all these back up to or to get all these up to 20. It took a very long time, even with the method I was using. Let's see here. Oh, I didn't get the trade subscription for the Ministry of Finance. Well, I'll pop over and get that. It's not very cheap. Notice that this one is super cheap because they only have 3 stations, 4 stations. So I mean that's really cheap. Might as well just buy it and the company license, police license. I mean, not a problem there. Queen of Born. I don't care about the Riptide Rakers at all. I already have satellites on all stations that I care about. So spending 20 million for their trade offer subscription, I don't care. The Riptide Rakers, they're apparently, according to one of the moderators in, or not moderator, one of the devs in the Discord has a message up there, and a pinned message that says that the TOA uh, storyline should get you up to plus 20 rep with that faction. So I don't know what happened, but I did do the TOA storyline all the way to the end. I did choose the bad guy option, so maybe that's why it's only at plus 15. But there wasn't a lot of elaboration in a pinned message from forever and a day ago, so I don't know. Maybe I'll ask him about it, or I'll see this video, or someone leave a comment. I can't change this faction's reputation yet. Same with this one. I don't think you can ever get positive rep with this faction. This one will change via story mission. And this one I will have to manually figure out how to bring my rep up if I care, which I kind of don't. They don't really have anything I want. Scarce Pioneers, again, trade license. Talati. The Talati's trade license was actually extra expensive, and they don't have a police license. So that was interesting. But I mean, the Talati have a ton of stations, so it makes sense that it was a little more expensive. Same with the God Realm of the Baronid. Theirs was more expensive. Terran Protectorate, of course. And then Patriarchy. Other things that I spent tons and tons of money on, because I've been making tons and tons of money from my wharf. I bought blueprints. So let's quickly go through the rundown of all the blueprints I now own. I'm just gonna scroll through this list. Pause if you want to look. This is just for the modules. So here's all the blueprints I own. Funnily enough, a couple of the storylines will require me to build stations, so I will be getting more building parts for stations. Let's see here. I don't have the Earl King blueprint to make another Earl King because that ship has to be destroyed, and then you need to do the research to get that back. So don't worry if you don't have a blue. You have the Earl King, but you don't have the blueprint. You don't know where to get it, and you're thinking about raising your rep from the Vig or Riptide Rakers to get that. No, no, no. Don't worry about that. You get that after you do a research, if your Earl King ever goes down. So don't worry about that one. Um, yep, no large ship blueprints. I have went through and bought some medium-sized ship blueprints, all the Argon ones because of their production method and how I have that station set up. I should be able to just mass produce Argon variants of everything very quickly. And then a few hand-picked split ones because who doesn't like having a Dragon Raider or whatever that I can just build and supply the station by hand. And I think my station is positioned close enough to split space that they can just buy a ship and it'll zoom off into split space. I might be wrong and I might have to disallow the split from buying ships. We'll see what goes on over there. I did buy boron ships as well because boron ships, uh, I put a water production facility on my wharf so I can make boron ships. They're not more complicated than argon, I believe. So I've been making a bunch of boron ships, and I got the one of the small ships as one of my personal favorite ships now that I like to go and pirate with, even though it doesn't exactly take advantage of the it doesn't min-max the bail chance mechanic. It's still super nimble. I love that ship. Really fun. I have bought small medium weapons for anybody I want them to buy ships from, and their shields and their engines and stuff, so that way I can just complete a full ship and send it on its way. I did buy all the Mark 1 variants of all the stuff too, because I mean sometimes they're not just gonna buy the best of the best stuff. They will mix and match parts, so I just wanted all the options there. Most notable stuff is all the missile launchers, but it's also the missiles. I'll get to that eventually. It's in here somewhere. So I have all missile blueprints known, and the standouts in the missile blueprint are the interceptor missile, I want to say. Well, we'll take a look at this on the encyclopedia. The interceptor, I want to say the starburst, and there was another one. I think the cluster ones are interesting. And some of these you can only buy in split space. I think there's 4 available in split space. And I'll take a look at the interceptor missile. The interceptor missile and the EMP functionally do the same thing, but the interceptor missile actually deals damage as well, where the EMP missile does not. No mine blueprints. I don't want any more mines anywhere. I don't care if they buy billions of dollars of mines from me. I just don't want them in my game. I'm tired of seeing them. um, yeah. Anyway, I bought a whole bunch of blueprints. It has cost a lot. It has cost millions and millions of dollars to get all these blueprints. And I'm not even all the way there yet with the full populated list. So, yeah, that's a lot of stuff. I don't think I bought any weird blueprint. Oh, that's just wares. Okay, so I've gone over all the blueprints. Um, let's see, is there anything else that hasn't been caught up on? Uh,
Greetings.
I did a little bit of trial and error with some of the ships. And excuse me just a second. So there we go. I think that's right. Hopefully that fixed that. Yep, okay. Good, 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 good. So I did a little bit of testing out with ventures. As you can see, well, let's close these windows and then we could really see. There are venture ships around in my galaxy, and they're kind of all over the place, really. And as I say that, there are none to be seen on screen. There they are. And they are the SYN faction, not the REP faction. That's me. I'm the REP faction. So these are technically enemies that I can go fight and blow up or steal their ships or whatever. And I don't know if actually blowing up another player's ship actually forces them to lose that ship. I do believe that 10% chance is that's just a dice roll based chance to lose a ship. So if your ship gets messed up by another player, gets stolen by another player, I think that you don't actually lose that. You're just getting a dice roll of 10% whether or not your ship is gone or not. That being said, I have lost 100% of the medium ships when I um that's funny. Any any medium-sized ships I've sent on, well, except for the mining one, but any medium ships I sent on this mission, I have 100% lost them. I'm at a 100% lose rate on medium ships for this mission, which is odd, but okay. And then I believe this one as well, I'm at 100% loss on medium ships here, even though the loss chance is only 10%. Very strange. That's fine. I've completed this mission one time. I've completed this mission one time. I haven't tried this mission. I've done this mission a few times. I've done these missions a few times. I haven't done this yet, or any of the below yet. I haven't tried any of that. Um, there's my adventure inventory. So, and I think the only season reward for this whole season is actually the Yasur ship. It doesn't give you any more details. There are no more details on what else you're going to get from the season. In the video that uh, the CEO did, he did mention there will be additional rewards for the team leaders and such, or whoever is the team leader. So there's an incentive to not lose your spot as the multiverse team leader if you made your own team. Or there's an incentive to keep playing more than the multiverse leader and then eventually become the leader. So that's neat. And yeah, and there are bugs still, so this is a beta you have to opt into. You know, this isn't just base game, so you do need to go ahead and opt into that. And then, like everybody and their mother, it looks like on the Discord, if you don't like the beta, you don't have to play it. And people are like, but I'm afraid of missing out on the rewards. Okay, just join in on the beta, do a mission, and then uh, before you even join the beta, the password is I have backed up my saves, I think, or I will back up my saves, or I have backed up my offline saves. You'll have to watch the video or go look at the forums for the actual password. But it's something along the lines of I have backed up my offline saves. So that should give you like, you know, that should trigger a thinky thought in your head and be like, oh, maybe I should back up my offline save before I join the online feature. And once you've backed up your offline save, when you log into online and make an online and turn your current game save into an online save, no one said you couldn't just restore the backup of your offline save. So now you have two saves of your same game, your same game. You have the online save where you can just pop in, do a venture mission, collect the rewards for the season when it ends, and then you have your offline save where you can just continue playing the game. Actually, I think you can continue just playing the game anyway, because I still have my offline save right here. So I didn't delete it. This is still accessible. It's not been updating because all I've been saving is to online, but I could technically load this game and just keep on trucking and still get the rewards from the online thing because I'm not opted back out. It's just there and available. So if that's a worry for you, but you see all the feedback on the Discord like, oh no, other player ships are ruining my game. Well, I mean, there's an option. Just log in, do a mission, go back to playing offline, and then collect all the rewards. That's what it
Greetings.
seems like it's going to be like. So, participate as much or as little as you want. Anyway, back to what I was wanting to do. I need to set up another blockade. I have stations to destroy, and I'm going to use my new destroyer to do that. Hopefully. So let's see what I can do out here. There it is. Rattlesnake. And if I see an expensive player katana, I will totally try to capture that, because those things are worth a ton of money. Or Nemesis Sentinel, or whatever. Or the Kurokami version of that. I think the Intervention Corps is trying to push the Xenon out of this sector, so let's go reinforce them. And I want my pilot to rank up, which he's slowly doing through combat. Excellent. And I think the Protect Area order is actually really good for NPCs. It's better than just going out and individually attacking ships. And I believe I have these all set up correctly. So this should be fine, but we'll see how bad it is. I will try to intervene and pull my ship out of danger because I put too much work into this ship to just let it die. But we'll see what happens. Maybe I will just let it die. If it blows up in a stupid and unrecoverable way, I'll just let that ride. Let's say that now. I'll just let it ride. If it gets blown up, I'll just let it ride. Save the game right there and just keep going. I can always get another one, and I can always get the mods to remod it, so it's not like I'm worried about it. It would suck. It would definitely suck though. All right, I think that's yeah, that's everything. It's all cut up. Let's move on to the next thing and keep going with Ventures. Ventures has been great for me. Everybody else has had mixed opinion. There's
Entering
been,
system. Family ticker.
from what I could tell, everybody else in the Discord is there either there's no comment or then there's like 3 or 4 people who are just crying their eyes out about how difficult it is, and the rest of the people in the Discord are just playing and not talking. There are definitely like 4 or 5 crybabies in the Discord just shedding crocodile tears over every other thing. Hey, where's my ship at? There it is. Oh, it jumped a little too far. Strange that the Xenon aren't coming over to ruin my day. But let's start claiming this position right next to this defense station. Start actively pushing the Xenon out of this station, or this sector. This has been like a goal since this has been a goal I've had since I saw that the FRF were in trouble. And I currently have the Odysseus over here as well. I do have it decked out in anti-capital weapons, but it doesn't have as many. And then a lot of flak, because the Xenons every faction sends a ton of fighters after you. And then I have these little ships, which are excellent, in my opinion. It's getting a little messy over here. I'm running out of laser towers. Okay, yeah. I need to not let you continue being in that sector anymore. I'm losing more laser towers over here than I'd like, and it is looking like the Xenon are going to break out. So I'll have to go put out that fire when I get over there too. There should be loads of laser towers here. Yep. Let's see, this is Haktiva's choice. He's got the Earl King, and the Earl King will make short work of any Ks that come through. I still got plenty of laser towers to rely on over there as well. This is where I just looked at. Here's where I'm having an interesting problem because I have lots of laser towers, but the Xenon seem to slip by anyway. So I don't know what I'm really doing wrong here. Or maybe the Xenon aren't even coming through there, they're coming from up here. So maybe I'll set up a laser tower defense on this side. Maybe that's what I'll have to do. And then I'll stop the slippage of Xenon from both sides here. Trying to think. Oh, where am I right now? Should probably pay attention to my combat efforts. Yeah, I'm gonna put that defense platform within range of the protection order. You know, and we're gonna see if I lose a rattlesnake or not. I'll take over if it gets really out of hand here, but it should be fine. How long do I got on that mission, by the way? Oh, it's gonna return very soon. That's definitely a funny bug. If you switch from adventure map to regular map, you get way zoomed out on this map. I think that's funny. Definitely a bug, but it's not game breaking for me. So when they get around to fixing it, I don't mind. I'm stuck. I meant to jump up on this. There we go. Now
Hello.
Well, now my pilot of the ship gets a nice view of my butt while I get a nice view of the outside. Ah, there we are. Maybe I'll set up my camera controls here real quick. Get a cinematic view. Oh yeah. Those turrets pop up and they're ready to rock. Let me see here. Let's test my mic real quick. Test that. Let me see. Oh, it's working. Okay. Just wanted to double check. That would suck to be rambling on and then catch everybody up with what I've been doing, and then my mic to be quiet the whole time or silent. Here we go. Oh yeah, I haven't even alluded to the best part of what's probably going to happen in this video or the next video. Oh, that's gonna be a cool surprise. I don't know if anybody else will think it's the best, but I think it's gonna be really cool if I can get this to do what I want it to. Okay, so we're in range of the grav turrets on that. Okay, I need to move away. You need get out, get out. You're too close.
Xenon defense platform.
You are too close.
Shields are down.
No. I did heavily increase the recharge rate on these shields, but it's not enough to take on a sustained attack. Oh no, my Hydra Regal got destroyed. Oh no. Oh well. I will remember it fondly. Not really, I barely used it, but I'm gonna say I'll remember it fondly.
M. Xenon defense platform.
Can I even hit the defense platform right now? I think that's hitting. Well, if not, the large pyramid will slowly whittle it down. Why don't I take a look at the encyclopedia? Alright, how is your shield? Oh, okay. I was like, how are your shields dropping so badly? Looks like laying siege to this station has alerted the Xenon to my presence. How are all my weapons doing on this? Not that. Alright, main batteries are up and ready to rock, and so are all the rest of the weapons. So my shield's slipping for just a moment, not a big deal. Let's see if I can get a little closer and get my weapons firing. Deal some more hull damage to this thing. I don't want to spend the rest of eternity blowing the station up. Those should definitely be hitting. And this ship is definitely heavily modified. Get a cinematic look at this. Forward firing weapons on this are doing well. The forward placed weapons on this ship are doing something. And I guess the turrets on the back can't get a firing angle without shooting the ship. That's okay though. I really haven't done much to affect the what do you call it? The universe as a whole. Besides selling ships, which was gonna happen anyway. That's 4 Xenon turrets that came in range when I got closer, so or not 4, maybe 2. So I don't want to be too close. Just close enough that they can't hit me, but I can hit them.
Explosion imminent.
Oh. That's what I like to hear. Part of that Xenon station has been ripped apart. Oh. Oh Oh yeah, now it's registering as those are in range. That much fire coming out of this ship, no small fighter is gonna stand a chance. That's awesome. This is a backward, or the back turret light now? Oh yeah. So the broadside on this thing is devastating too. I'm losing the two top and bottom turrets on the forward ones. Well, shooting at what they're shooting at, but I'm getting the back turrets which weren't normally firing anyway, so it should be pumping out more or less the same amount of DPS. I guess the only downside is the flak is short ranged, which might not be a downside because when something gets close, it gets ripped apart. I'm waiting for the eye to show up and really make my day hard. Hopefully that's not going to happen. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. Try all they want, but those puny Xenon weapons have nothing on the recharge rate of this ship. Or, I mean, shield-wise. Shields are rock solid. No, I guess main shields are. I haven't thought about the individual component shields. But it looks like those are doing fine too. Guess I should look at the Odysseus real quick, because I'm doing fine, but that thing's getting swarmed. Nope. Its individual components are doing fine too. And there's even a Talati crane over here of all things. Talati are crazy. They'll just jump through Xenon sectors. They don't care. And I was looking for something else in this sector. There is a ZYA fleet or two around here somewhere that I did spot. There it is. I want that. And I'm not gonna go buy one. I'm just gonna take it. I think. Because I want an auxiliary ship. Oh, there's an eye, but it will not come out of that sector for nothing. Oh yes, the research should be getting done soon. Let's take a peek. Wire field coil. Oh, is that in the production chain? Field coil. Why are my field coils going down? No one gets to sell my field coils.
Explosion imminent.
Which one? I wonder if I'm even damaging the station here, because my turrets aren't rotating over. Oh, graviton. It's only one. One graviton is more dangerous than every other weapon. The Xenon arsenal. There's actually two firing. That's not good. Okay, they can't hit me anymore. I think. No. They're not trying anymore. I don't know if that's because of range or what. I will cautiously approach this because I do not want to get too close. My shields is low. I do want all weapons firing. Or as many of the weapons I can get to fire. They seem to be focusing right there. That's where I'll focus too. I need to go get I need to get some more exceptional mod parts and then modify the Earl King.
Explosion imminent.
There we go.
Danger.
Ooh. One of my turrets went up in smoke right there. Let's see here. Which one? Main weapons look good. So there's something right in front of my... Oh, I lost a forward flak turret from that explosion. Maybe I should just sit at long range. I just hate waiting for it. you eventually destroy something. But that's 3 modules down on the Xenon station. See what happens when I get above it, if it will retaliate. Or even if it can retaliate. How's the Odyssey doing? Mopping up its side. Let's see here. Which weapon is that? Is that this one? Okay. So for whatever reason, this weapon has insane regen. I want to look at that mod because I want to roll all the mods to that one. Because the firing rate on that one is exceptionally high. Which rattlesnake battery has that? Oh, it would probably be the purple mod. It's in the right spot in the list. Higher weapon damage. It's got a positive weapon cooling. Okay, so cooling matters more than reload. It appears on the main guns. Alright. Well. So reload is getting all those shots out fairly quickly. And then cooling is this gun cooling off faster, so I don't know. And the weapons kind of cool off pretty quickly anyway. Because all the other guns are firing like 4 shots when that other gun can only get 2 out. So I guess with proper micromanagement. Max DPS is somewhere.
Explosion imminent.
I'm not gonna save anything on the front of this ship if it gets blown
Danger.
up. Took a little shield damage, probably gonna lose a flak turn or 2, but overall not bad. So now I want to get up and above this center of the station and see if I can wipe it completely out without having to worry about positioning. And it indeed looks like I don't have to worry about positioning. That looks great. Let's see if I can get a good screenshot here. Let's see here. How can I do a good screenshot? Cut that delay there. Give it a full screen. Oh, oops, sorry about that. Need to mute that. Alright, aren't you working the way I want you to? Alright, perfect. Still set up right? No. Oh, blink and you miss it and the station's dead. Oh, there's more stations to blow up. Swipe out the storage too. I don't want this station coming back. And there's still mining ships showing up and dropping off. That's funny.
S. Container.
Oh,
S.
get the infrastructure ship. Never know what hit 'em. Alright, let's get this ship on to better things. Engage any Xenon coming from that gate.
We were hit.
I know. Alright, let's just get a teeny little death ball in front of this station. Maybe a bigger death ball than that. Or not station, the gate. And any Xenon threat that pops out there will have a bad day. A very bad day. And maybe the FRF will get their act together and come destroy those other two stations. Or I might have to do it, but we shall see. How good is this holding up over here? Very good. I did have to remove my collector from Anamasura, so I might have to reinforce I'm definitely gonna have to reinforce those. Not enough laser towers. What else was I thinking? I had a thinky thought to do a thing. I need... Yeah, this ship is basically useless right now. Now that I have a wyvern fulfilling the role of main miner, you need to go and get a, what you call it? Let's see. We get one nav beacon, one satellite, one resource probe. And then I want this ship to fly out to somewhere where there isn't uh, anybody else around. Because of the research. That should be good. Oh yeah, my Regal got blown up. Well, easy come, easy go, I guess. I didn't really use it a lot anyway, but that's the risk you take at 5% chance when you send a fancy ship through. So now I'm at a 100% loss rate for any medium ship being sent on any of the risk of losing ships. If that's above, if that percentage is even 5%, it's actually 100% for me so far. 100% ship loss, medium ship loss, I should say. The small ships seem to make it back. Medium ships, 100% loss. So that's sad, but whatever. Except for these ones. These ones seem to be working, but there's a 0% chance there. So, let's see here. Let's send my asteroid through next. I don't have medical supplies on the asteroid. What? Okay, fine. Oh, that's medical supplies still. Then energy grants. You should have energy cells for that. And I don't feel like waiting 20 minutes for that, so there we go. Where is that satellite dropper person at? What are you doing? I need more satellites on the Xenon. I need to know what they're doing. Can the FRF handle giving me a couple satellites? 20? Looks like they can. And I need that ship to come over to where I am. Yeah. Meanwhile, the Earl King is putting in work. Ooh. That is a lot of inventory on this ship. I need to go grab that. I forgot to start deploying laser
Entering
towers.
system. Fires of defeat.
Okay, you are in the sphere. So just start throwing laser towers out. And the game gets a little... It lags a little bit every now and then, every time I click the deploy button. It's not as bad because I'm not in the system, but it will lag a little bit when I click the button here. which is interesting. Very, very interesting. But it shouldn't lose any of those laser towers. Start out at 250. It's got 68. So 68, 70, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6. Might have lost a couple of them. Looks like somewhere around 80 is the maximum I can deploy. Oh, Ventures did a thing. Failed. Nice. There's 5,000 energy cells just gone. Thank you for that. Not that I care. 5,000 energy cells is cheap. Cheaper than cheap. Let's see here. This is my Astrid. I think the only one I can do, or no, I can do Claytronics too. So the 150 Claytronics the Astrid can do. I'll try that one next. Ooh, interesting. What's it doing? This ship has items for me to grab.
Irukanji.
Give me your inventory. How much inventory do you have? Wow, a lot. That is a lot of money for a little ship.
Entering system. Atikva's choice.
Can I help?
I mean, that's a lot of inventory, which translates to a lot of money. So if you're low on funds, setting up these laser death balls is definitely a great way to get money. Unless you're this one, for some reason this isn't working as well. Somehow the Xenon are still getting through. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to do something about this one. When it's not safe over here in Talati space, this death ball is falling apart because the Ks are coming through and wiping them out. Let's see. I want to check on my wharf. Actually, I need to sell anyway. I don't know, I might as well go to my wharf.
Entering system. Heretics end.
I've set up this Roquil to just go out and get ice only and come back. For some reason, when I assign it to the station, it does not get ice. I have to give it repeat orders to go get ice. But it appears that the other ship, and that's because it's a boron large ship. I don't know if that's actually what's causing it or what, but for whatever reason, when I assign it to the station, it does not want to grab the ice. So what are you going and getting? Why are you out there? Oh, okay, never mind. You're going out to, I thought this was over near me, where I was, just barely. This is out in the top left-hand side. I don't have a resource probe down here, do I? Oh, I guess I do. I don't know if it needs it, but okay. Cool, good to know. And then you, I believe the station is full on helium and methane, so that's why you were stopped. Yes. So for some reason the whole parts are going down a lot, and I'm not selling whole parts, am I? Oh, I think I am selling whole parts, but the whole parts are being used up, which means that factions are buying my ships at 150% price, or buying ships from me, I should say, which is really, really good. Station construction is fully funded, and it looks like it's going along smoothly. Very smooth. Excellent. Plenty of good things happen there. On to the next thing. I need to sell my inventory. I need to go hunt down some exceptional mods for the Earl King. That is not where I want to be. That is the welfare module, like gambling den or casino. And strangely enough, you can't do any actual gambling in there, which, I mean,
Can I help? Here you go.
it makes sense from a gameplay perspective to not actually put a casino in your game where you can actually gamble in, because you actually want your games to sell in as many countries as possible. And if you put actual gambling in, I think your game won't be sold in a couple of those countries. So maybe a mod author will make gambling games and put in there, and then I can, uh, if I want to. I don't know if I want to either. I don't want my YouTube videos getting restricted. Not that I enjoy gambling a lot
Good
anyway.
luck out there.
I don't have any money to gamble with, so it'd be just for fun anyway.
Can I help? Here you go. Good luck out there.
Oh, I just got a ton of money, and as a little teaser of what I'm gonna do with the next large amount of influx of money, because I don't see one over here to steal. Let's see. Let me look to see if there's one available to steal. But I want something awesome, and I'm gonna get it one way or another. Where is it? I don't see it over here. It's usually over there, but I'm not seeing it either. Maybe it's over here. There's usually one. It's nowhere to be found. But I checked the... Oh, there's an auxiliary ship. Um, I don't know where it is, but I do know where this is. And last time I checked this, they can afford to make it on high preset if I wanted. And I am really tempted to get this. I am beyond tempted to get this. I want this real bad. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get one of these. And I think I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to put it on min there. I'm going to put some shielding on it, but I ain't going to put a ton, because split shields are not good. How much will that cost? Ooh, I could do that too. And I know that doesn't look like it makes a big difference, but I am going to mod the crap out of this ship. Even though you're not supposed to mod every ship. I am going to at least put a main shield on that. For weapons, I don't think I'm actually going to put any weapons on it. I don't think. Although missiles would be a good idea. I don't know if they can afford that or not. They can. Well, they can afford a high preset, so yeah, they should be able to afford that. I'm not going to do that. Because I don't think I want split weaponry, and I don't want to add to the cost yet. Ooh, they can do dumb fires on their mediums. And tracking on the mediums? I might, I don't know. There's so many things I want to test and experiment with. I'm going to put all the nice, well, I don't need to do that. I'm not going to scan, well, whatever. It's not that expensive. Not like I'm going to scan stuff with that. Trading computer, I think I actually will go ahead and put a trade computer on here. Just so I can assign ships to bring in stuff to this ship. I'm not sure how that works, so I'm going to try it. No repair drones or defense drones. Drones are a major no-no for me because I tried to, with the rattlesnake, I put repair drones on it and I immediately got into trouble with the rattlesnake and tried to leave, get out of the way, and a repair drone smacked into the hull of the ship and then pushed the whole ship in a different direction it was and slowed it down to 0, and I almost got my rattlesnake with all the mods on it destroyed, like right after I had finished modifying it. So no repair drones, no matter what. No. Until the bug gets fixed that the repair drones slap into the ship and just uh, slow the ship down to 0 so it can't escape. Not doing it. I will put at least a minimum amount of crew on there. Well, not a minimum, but like a small amount of split crew, because I actually do want some split crew. Um, yep, that'll play into later on. I'm thinking about Marines as well for the split, but I don't know if I want it on this ship. So yeah, I have the money for this. Oh yeah, add the cart. Oh, it's gonna build right away too. Oh yeah. It's not fully loaded out yet. It's not decked out yet. I'm gonna get me one of them. That's gonna be great. And then because I have a lot of blueprints for ships, small ships, and a couple medium ship blueprints, I can push out fighters to put on that ship. And I think I should start building fighters too. So what makes a good fighter? Heavy fighting. The Balalure is cool. What can I get away with? High preset is interesting because of all the blueprints I have. Forward firing weapons. Shields are bad. Hull's good. Speed's good. What about this one? Even with split combat engines Mark IV, the Ares is still slow. That is not necessarily what I want to do. Ooh, the Barracuda could be cool. And it's seems how it's boron. The Barracuda is very nimble, even though it's slow as tar. It's very nimble, which is great for fighting. And it also has the option, I believe, to put missiles on. Actually, the ion Gatling is insane. So I definitely want some Barracudas with ion Gatling. Because that weapon is just bonkers. Might as well put docking computer Mark IIs on them because it don't cost anything to me effectively. Now crew, I don't necessarily want to crew all these ships. These are just going to be attack ships for the carrier. So let's get just a few of these. 10 sounds good. 10 sounds good at the start. Look at 10 Barracudas for the Raptor. And that'll be really, really cool. And I will finally get to one of the parts of the game I've always wanted to try, which is carrier combat and having carriers. That's cool. What else do I think a venture thing happened while I was excited about stuff. Or did I forget to start another venture? Oops. Or no, I'm waiting on the Astrid to send out the Astrid. You don't have the medical supplies? What? Hang on. What do you mean you don't have the supplies on board? What is it? What are you doing over here? Oh, it was the Claytronics. That's what I was doing. Yeah. Here. This one takes Claytronics. There we go. Now, normally this mission takes a couple hours, but I can shorten that down by expending some brain fuel. How short can I make that? 45-minute venture. And there's a 0% chance of risking the ship to being lost. But I mean, I'm at a 100% loss rate for medium-sized ships anyway. Except for, I think, this specific mission, or actually these specific missions, are the ones that I actually get my medium ships back from. So we'll see if this brings my ship back, and I'm using a lot of that brain fuel. So we'll see if I get my Astrid back or not. If it gets destroyed by another player, that'd be fine. Or if it gets captured, I will get another one eventually. I'm not worried about it. But I'm wondering if there's a bug in the code somewhere that is deleting my medium ships when I send them on ventures. So I'll have to try it with a medium-sized ship again. I'll have to keep sending out medium-sized ships on the percentage that I can lose ships at, even though it's 10% or 5%. I'll have to keep doing that a few times to see if it's actually impossible to get a medium ship back. There we go. There's another thing I wanted to look at. Money. Oh yeah. Ooh, 20 million. Oh yeah, that feels good. That feels really good. All right. The Raptor is on its way. I've got fighters being built for the Raptor. What other stuff do I want for that Raptor? The Kanji would be stupidly good for a Raptor. Even though it's got one gun, this ship is so nimble. This ship is so nimble, so fast, and so nimble that this would be an amazing interceptor. And that ion Gatling can shred ships. Even though it's one, in mass, the ion Gatling can shred any other ship. Well, any other small / medium-sized ships. I haven't done that yet. Oh man, I need to go capture a katana so you can see how ridiculous this weapon is. How this ship is in general. Bonkers. Absolutely bonkers, this ship. Actually, I'll get like 20 of these. And then I'll throw them all on that raptor. There we go. I got a, they might not be great against large ships. Or, yeah, they might not be good against large ships at all. So I'll have to see how they do versus that. But since how I can start affording to produce those in mass, we will find out. I will be testing it. I'm so excited. I can't believe I can't believe how quickly I've gotten to this point. Usually I thought this was like a very, very late game, like end game thing. No, no, no. This is pretty quick. I've made it here very fast. I'm really excited about it. I should look at the what do you call it? The logistics view. Or no, I want to look at trade ships. Oh, two ships are in a different sector because they're going out and bringing me stuff. I bet you're bringing back stuff. I should probably assign more trade ships to this station. That's what I'm going to look at. What is the bottleneck right now on building ships? Or my ships, I should say. Nothing? There is no bottleneck? Huh. Okay. Guess we'll find out if there's a bottleneck or not. Ooh, I don't want my advanced electronics being sold by anyone. Alright, we got ships in construction. I have a Raptor in construction that's gonna happen very quickly. I need to go find weapon mods for that ship. So I'm gonna deck that thing out. I will be right back. The stream will go down for 30-ish seconds. I need to take a break, and I'll be back in just a second. And see you then.